My name is Jacelynn Vaughn,
And my name's Abby Howard.
and we are from Macon County High School, and we're competing in the Chapter and Review Portfolio Level 3. We've named our project Leading the Way with FCCLA. We're competing from the Macon County High School FCCLA chapter in Lafayette, Tennessee. Here's our table of contents.
The FCCLA planning process. Now we want to take you on our journey. We chose to compete in this event because, as officers, we are concerned that numerous students do not know about FCCLA. Due to this, they are missing out on valuable opportunities to expand their leadership potential. We also feel that our FCCLA chapter is not receiving enough recognition throughout the community, which can limit the chapter's ability to help the community in ways we see fit. If the public does not reach out to us, we cannot achieve a balanced environment in our community. Because of these concerns, we have set goals. Our first goal was to create a portfolio that we are proud to showcase our chapter's accomplishments to officers and members. Our second goal was to create a portfolio so our chapter's officers could review this portfolio and see all the amazing things that we have done this year. We plan to show this portfolio at the end of the year to all of our members.
Continuing the planning process. Next, it was time for us to create a plan and act on it. On November 9th, we met with our advisor to discuss our STAR event. On November 13th, we made a project itinerary and scheduled weekly meetings on which day we were going to meet to discuss our project. On December 8th, we asked FCCLA members for pictures from all FCCLA-related events. As a follow-up, we feel that our portfolio meets the goals that we created. Our portfolio allows us to review the year and share with others the accomplishment that our chapter has faced within this crazy school year. Here's our project summary submission sheet.
Now for the rest of our projects. First, we have membership campaigns. This is our membership application. Anyone who has had a FACS class can be a member of our FCCLA chapter. A student can pick these up at our first meeting or in our FCCLA bulletin board. Students will fill out the form and turn it in with a $15 fee. This fee covers local, state, national news, and a t-shirt. This year, our membership fee was discounted to accommodate to those who may have struggled with financial hardships due to the pandemic.
Next, we have Club Rush. In the beginning of the fall semester every year, we have a Club Rush, which is an event for our current freshmen to gain knowledge about the different clubs our school has to offer. This is a good chance for our FCCLA chapter to showcase every aspect of our organization. We help the freshmen learn that it's an opportunity for them to better themselves. However, this year, due to COVID-19 and social distancing guidelines, Club Rush was canceled. In order to inform the incoming freshmen and new students of our organization, our chapter's officers composed a video and sent it to the homeroom teachers so that they could show the entire school. This reflects Purpose 8, to promote family and consumer sciences and related occupations.
What happened in 2020? Our first meeting was held on September 9th. We welcomed students who were interested in FCCLA in hopes of them to join. This year, we had 50 potential members join our first meeting. The officers created a video titled, "What Happened in 2020?" to show at the beginning of this meeting. The video showcased a little bit about FCCLA, told what Red Talks were, recapped nationals, discussed meetings, conferences, and gave a sneak peek into what our officers had planned for this crazy year.
Next, we have FCCLA Night with the Predators. That's a fun event we do every year with our members. While at Bridgestone, we participate in a tour, a discussion panel, and watch the Predators play. Due to COVID-19 regulations, we're waiting for the Predators to release dates for this event. We include this under membership campaigns because we feel like events like this help us maintain our current members.
Every year, our chapter goes on a holiday trip. We go somewhere nice to eat as a family and then spend time shopping. This year, we were unable to take this trip due to our district's COVID guidelines. Instead, we held a Christmas sweater decorating contest at our December meeting.
Typically, we host a Friendsgiving with our CTSOs around the Thanksgiving holiday. The members celebrate and enjoy each other while sharing a meal. Sadly, this year we were unable to host this event due to COVID-19 regulations.
In a normal year, our chapter attends several meetings. This is our chapter meeting attendance. Each month, we hold a chapter meeting. This meeting is planned the month before by our officer team. This year, we have had several members attend each meeting. At our September meeting, we had 50 members in attendance. We showed the video our officers created, and then our officers informed attendees and encouraged them to join. At our December meeting, which was held December 9th, we had 38 members in attendance. We held a Christmas sweater decorating contest, a Power of One workshop, and then completed it with a Power of One puzzle.
Next, we have National Leadership Conference. We had several members attend the National Leadership Conference, virtually in July. Members attended Red Talks, watched guest speakers, and explored resources provided them through the website. Typically, our chapter attends the Fall Leadership Conference in the fall. However, due to COVID-19 guidelines, the conference was canceled. Next, we have District Competition. District Competition was held virtually this year due to COVID-19. Our Star Event competitors submitted their entries by February 3rd, and our chapter had 31 students competing in 11 different Star Events, which all advanced to state.
This year's State Leadership Conference is set to be held virtually from April 13th to April 15th. All students who advance from our districts plan to attend State Leadership Conference. National Fall Conference. Typically, members from our chapter attend the National Fall Conference. However, because of the coronavirus, this was canceled. It was supposed to be held in Columbus, Ohio.
Next, we have recognition activities. Our officers and advisors find it important to recognize the members as a way to retain them in the future. Initiation is our chapter's way of welcoming new members by having the officers speak and recite all of our 8 purposes. This is a great way for us to welcome our new members to our family. However, due to COVID-19 restrictions, we are unable to perform our annual initiation ceremony. Instead, we welcome new members with a big smile, a nice wave, and an elbow bump.
Our end-of-the-year banquet is usually held Our end-of-the-year banquet is usually created by our advisors and officers in a way to showcase what all our members have done. Sadly, this year, we will not be able to hold an end-of-the-year banquet at the moment, but as an officer team, we are working hard to try to hold one so we can have a normal ending to this school year.
In our organization, we always try to build our new members' leadership skills through competitive, cooperative, and individualized projects and activities. Here are our chapter officers. At our school, to be an officer, you have to fill out an application and go through an interview process. Our officers do so much for our chapter, such as planning chapter meetings. They plan community service projects, fundraisers, and other events we host throughout the year. Being an officer reflects on Purpose 6 to provide opportunities for making decisions and for assuming responsibilities.
FCCLA Camp. One of our chapter's favorite places to visit is Camp Widgewagon. Members attend this camp every year to learn leadership skills from state officers, bond with other FCCLA members, and get a break from social media. Sadly, camp was canceled this year.
Star events. We have 11 groups competing in star events this year. We have 2 parliamentary procedure teams, a food innovation level 3, a sports nutrition level 3, focus on children level 2, and repurpose and redesign level 3.
We also had competitors for the promote and publicize level 2, professional presentation level 2, chapter service project display level 2, and chapter review portfolio level 3. Members who competed in the chapter service display collected items for a local women's shelter.
Furthermore, we had 2 groups compete in the levels 2 and 3 of the Sustainability Challenge. The level 2 group collected donations from our local businesses to install a water bottle refillable station. This goes along with Purpose 4 to encourage individual and group involvement in helping achieve global cooperation and harmony.
The second C in FCCLA stands for community. Our chapter's members have been encouraged to participate in several community service projects this year. In April, we plan to drop off Easter baskets to the local Head Start for parents who may not be able to afford one on Easter morning. Our chapter also reads to the local children at least twice a year.
In the beginning of each year, our chapter collects personal hygiene products to give to students as needed throughout the year. They're stored in one of our advisor's closets, and if a student needs them, they can simply go to the advisor and ask. Next, we have water bottle filling stations. This year, our school had to close off all the water fountains, due to COVID-19 restrictions. In response, our chapter collected donations and put in a water bottle refilling station to provide clean, free drinking water to students.
3 years ago, our chapter started making meals. Once a semester, members gather and make several meals that we are able to freeze. We then donate these meals to families who may have lost a loved one, had a baby, or are just going through a tough time. Luckily this year, we had enough supplies left over that we could use those to create these meals.
Our chapter collected donations from the school and community to give to a local women's shelter. We received several donations and took multiple loads to the women's shelter. Pictured is one load of donations. During the week of October 19th, our chapter took up donations for a local mother with terminal breast cancer. We raised $500 for her, her husband, and her 2 young children.
The Angel Tree is one of our chapter's favorite projects because we are able to give a family in need a great Christmas. We collect gifts and donations from the chapter to complete the family's wish list. This year, we adopted 2 women who were struggling. We gave them hygiene products, groceries, and other basic necessities.
Now, let's talk about what funds our chapter. We use these fundings to help cover our trips, events, and community service projects we participate in throughout the year.
This is our chapter budget. So far, we have had an income of $17,609.32. This income is from different fundraisers and payments to go toward our FCCLA events. For our expenditures, we have spent $2,823.39. Most of this money has gone towards dues and supplies. Our ending balance on hand is $14,889.89.
An easy fundraiser we like to do is selling Ozark Delight suckers. We sell each of these for $1, and it doesn't require a lot of work because all the students and faculty love them. Also, every year we host the Miss Autumn and Spring Spectacular pageants for ages 0 to 19. These consist of small pageants for different age categories. Each of these pageants bring in an average of $3,000. All of these pageants are very fun for our members because they're able to interact with the community to raise money for our chapter while doing things that they love. Due to COVID-19, we canceled the Miss Autumn and Spring Spectacular pageants. However, we do plan to hold Little Miss, Junior Miss, and Petite Miss pageants this April.
Our pageants are one of the biggest fundraisers our chapter has. Our Miss NCHS pageant is probably the biggest one. The Miss NCHS Beauty Pageant was held on November 7th. This pageant brings in an average income of $1,000.
State and national programs. These FCCLA members really stood up and got our school the water bottle refilling stations we needed to ensure our fellow peers have access to clean and free drinking water.
For our FCCLA chapter, our FCCLA chapter puts community service as a top priority. We take pride in helping our community participate, and we participate in several events throughout the year.
This year, we had a few members to compete in the Power of One. Each of them competed in the units A Better You, Your Family Ties, Working on Working, Take the Lead, and Speak Out for FCCLA.
The main focus of FCCLA is family. This year, our chapter kept families first by donating items to a local women's shelter.
For our public relations efforts, we post regularly to our chapter and full school Facebook and Instagram posts. and articles are sent to both of the local newspapers, local TV, and radio stations. Here's a clipping from our newspaper. Here is our CTE newsletter. This year, it's scheduled to be printed in May.
Here are some screenshots from our chapter's Instagram. Here are some screenshots from our chapter's Facebook page. And here's a screenshot from our Macon County Schools app promoting all people throughout our community to donate to the women's shelter through FCCLA.
In all, our chapter has really led the way this year, as our chapter has progressed through multiple activities and projects. The community service opportunities have shown members how to give back to our community, while the leadership activities have taught members to take initiative in accomplishing their goals.
What is one skill you learned or improved upon during your project that you will use in the future?
I learned communication skills throughout this project by asking advisors, members, and officers to help and send in pictures to use in our presentation.
What obstacles caused challenges in your work and how did you address them?
Of course, this year COVID-19 was a big obstacle for all of us. However, as just us, we are both honor students and hold jobs, so it was very difficult for us to get together and create this presentation.